Hey you, I'm the Queen of Shade. Welcome to the interview. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, oh, and hit my Cash App to support your favorite content creator. Now let's get to the interview. Mwah.
Let me tell you something. You're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. Said you're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. You're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. Said you're a bougie bitch and your mama is too.
Salutations, Stufos. This is your fabulous little, the Queen of Shade, coming at you with another special presentation. Moving full speed ahead, getting to know interesting people, beautiful people, motivated people, brands that people have forged in this world. With all of that, having said all of that, I have a duo that you guys need to meet. Now, I don't usually get to bring two people to you at one time, so this is a very big treat. We are in for a treat together as we talk to these lovely ladies. These lovely ladies can be classified as ATL, Atlanta socialites and social media influencers. However, there's a lot more to them, and we're going to talk to them about it today. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to introduce you to Star and Shay, known as the Wynn twins. Hi, girls.
Hey, hello, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for doing this for me. You know, Mama's old, but she came through. You guys look amazing.
Thank you. You do too. Thank you for having us here.
Yeah, no, it's not a problem at all. You guys really look good. I know that you guys are Atlanta-based social media influencers, but are you in Atlanta right now?
No, we're in Birmingham.
Oh,
Birmingham.
Jesus Christ. Birmingham, Alabama?
Yes.
Wow, you girls are traveling.
We travel around the world.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing. That's why I brought it up, because I'm like, you girls are traveling. Are you? It's because you're getting bookings and people want to see you and things like that.
Yeah. Right. They want to see two pretty girls.
Yes. And I'm so well. Hey, I got two pretty girls right here, right now. We're gonna talk. So before we even get into it, because this is a conversation, it's not really an interview, it's a conversation. We'll go back and forth. I want to shout out our friend, because we have a friend in common, Stevie Boy, who I was on the phone with him earlier, and we were talking, and we do this thing that we recharge each other's energy, but we also like pass people to each other, like, oh, you need to talk to this person, oh, get to know this person. And he said to me as he was getting ready today, he's like, do you know the Wynn twins? And I was like, I've heard the name, but I've never interacted with them. He was like, oh no, this needs to change. And he literally texted you girls and was like, DM the Queen of Shade. And you guys did it. And that's how this all came about. And now I'm sitting here with two beautiful socialites, social media influencers. So tell me, let's start with that. It's Star and Shay.
Yeah.
How did you guys stumble into this wonderful world of socialite and social media influencer? Because child, it is not easy to do.
So basically I don't know, like, let's just say, I guess when we were young, me and Star, we just knew that we were talented.
Yeah.
And we knew a regular job, and 9 to 5 wasn't, of course, for us. So, I mean, we just started like really like just basically like taking pictures together, like wearing the same outfits and just looking together, like just looking just alike, of course, even though we already look alike. So we just like, let's just do this. And being though we're transgender twins, we was like, we know that shit gonna pop. So when we started doing that, so many people start reaching out, but they always thought, I mean, we girls, but they never thought that like we were trans.
Right.
So when we would tell them that we were trans, they'd be like, oh my God, that's so big. Oh, well, let me get you on this flyer for this. Oh, I know they're going to love y'all for this. And I know they're going to love y'all for that. So.
But you know what? It is a big deal. It is something to be celebrated. We have very few transgender twins in the world.
Right.
You know?
I never really seen none, to be honest. I've seen female to male.
Yeah.
I've seen female to male.
Yes, I was getting ready to say, as I was Googling you girls, looking you girls up, there was
Okay.
there was a female to male set, but
Yeah.
you girls had it on lock. It was like, okay,
Right.
twin twins, and this is the face. And it takes it takes a certain amount of gumption and entrepreneurial mentality to know, like, this is gonna pop. Let's market this, and,
Right.
and to have it, because you girls have been just, it's been success after success after success. You were just featured in, what was that, Sheen magazine?
Sheen
Yes, yeah,
magazine.
Sheen
Yeah.
magazine. And then we was in
Uh,
Atlanta
Atlanta.
magazine.
Yeah, Atlanta magazine.
Yeah,
Atlanta. Yeah, shout out
shout
Atlanta
out.
magazine.
Yeah, wow. You know what it is. And this, and like you said, you girls have been at this a while.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a while. Y'all been at
Yeah.
this a while. Do you enjoy it?
Yes, to be honest, it's like it's fun sometimes, but like when we be having so much stuff to do, it'd be so fun. But then it'd be like, oh, I just want to stay in my bed. Oh, I just want to stay in my bed. Then our manager always on us like, girl, you need to do this. You need to get up. You need to do this. It's like, Chrissy, shut up.
Right. So for me, it's just like, I mean, it's fun, of course, because I love when the spotlight is on me. But I really love it because it's like, being so we bad girls. It's like we walking in together and we like everybody just turn around and just look like, it's not one but it's two. So
Excuse me, girl. One more thing is I love the fact that we can inspire a lot of trans women. Like we get a lot of trans women in our DM daily,
Yes.
saying, "Hey, I'm this many years old, and I look up to you, girls, a lot and
right.
stuff like that." So I think that's like a huge blessing because we always say follow your dreams, and we like the things we wear. We so comfortable with what we wear and the way we when we go outside we present ourselves. So we just want you to know, like, be comfortable, like, be you. Don't let nobody tell
Because
you no.
once we were there, like when we wasn't even comfortable. Like we would wear like literally like long sleeve shirts because we were scared about our arms. And our manager would tell us all the time, like, girl, y'all need to embrace y'all arms. Like, so what about y'all arms? Like y'all arms not that big. And to us, we like, our arms is big. Like I feel like my arms is big, so I wanna wear long sleeve shirts. So
Yeah,
Oh, so what I'm hearing is it took you some time to really embrace every asset of who
right.
you are,
yeah,
and then with the public demand, because that was
yeah.
the thing. Because once they saw you, child, I know y'all. I'm not going to ask that. I don't ask personal questions. But what I was getting ready to say was, child, I know y'all got boyfriends, but that's none of our business. Nah, don't answer. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. That's personal life. We don't do it. Don't do it. I brought it up, but I brought it up as kind of a rhetorical question, meaning that what I'm saying is when people see this type of confidence, when they
Yeah.
see that, it's attractive. It
Right.
doesn't it doesn't matter what a man thinks he is. He wants to be around this kind of confidence, this kind
Boy.
of beauty. I was on your social media and I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, yes, like the faces. It's so beautiful and so sweet. And I love it. You guys are famous for this line. Excuse me, girl.
Excuse me, girl.
Excuse me, girl. I need to excuse me, girl.
Yes. Like, how did that come about?
Well, it was like a thing where with me sharing our manager and me. The thing is, me and Shay, we had this habit where so we'll always talk over each other, and it was something that our manager's like, "Excuse me, girl," or something like that. And I think we was at like Dunkin' Donuts or something, and me and Shay, we will always talk over each other. So we was trying to figure out a catchphrase that we can use, and when we used it, we came up with the "Excuse me, girl." It was like, oh my God, like let's use that "Excuse me, girl," and then we was like, fuck it, we're gonna take all the way. So when we get online, we be like, excuse me, girl. Then people come in, and
Excuse
they
me,
start saying,
girl.
excuse me,
So I
girl.
mean, like when if I say excuse me, girl, like when I just said it, she'll be quiet and let me talk, so that we won't interrupt each other. If she say it, I'ma just be quiet, so we won't interrupt each other.
Right.
I mean, and sometimes I get frustrated, definitely if like I'm not done saying something. I'm like, oh, just oh my God, let me just be quiet, dog. So
You know what I love? I love the bond between you sisters.
yeah,
I love that no matter what, you two have each other's backs no matter what.
Right.
And I'm gonna just open up here. It's so crazy because I'm the oldest of four siblings. I have four on my mom's side, and I have a brother on my father's side, but I share a sister as well. And I don't talk to none of them bitches. Oh,
Really?
yeah, and get it. I never thought that that would occur, but I've been the Queen of Shade, the reigning Queen of Shade, for 6 years now. And
Okay.
yeah, and it's been a glorious, rise and a meteoric rise, and the viralness and all of that. And my family wasn't supportive. They just weren't supportive. They wanted to use me. They wanted the
Mhm.
benefits. They wanted the perks, but they didn't want to be with me when I was in the trenches. So I had to just be like, no, I'm cool. I'm good. I'm cool. You know how we say, I'm good. I'm cool.
Right.
Whatever. But I have since had a chosen family, and Stevie is like my brother. He's like my brother, and I'm older than him. I'll be 40 in September. He's only 30. Yeah, I know, girl. Pick up your jaw. Pick
Really
up
look
your jaw.
40. Yeah, you
Right?
look good for your age, though.
Thank you. But you know what it was? Like you said, I started in the industry. I've been in the entertainment industry for 20 years. I started as a fashion model. I started in Paris, actually, as a fashion model. I was there for 6 months. And with me, see, that's the one thing about my family. I inherited a lot of things that I didn't need. They're demons as well. So they're mental illness. I live with bipolar 1, PTSD, and acute anxiety. And it took me, when I was younger, it was really out of control. So I would move and show greatness, and then the bottom would fall out, and I'd wind up in the hospital. So I did that for many, 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 many years. I just couldn't get it together. I sing as well, and that was the thing. I mean, I had record labels wanting to sign me, and just all kinds of things happening when I was younger. But because I did not have that mental health component, or a family to kind of help me build in that component of support, it was a very hairy situation. So about 16 years ago, my maternal grandmother, stepped in and was like, boy, you are gifted, and I'm going to help you. And the whole family turned their back on us. Like, the whole family was just like, you're going to help him, like, you're going to, so it was a situation. But 16 years later, her
Right.
help was important. And it's like you said, it's not always about the glitz, the glamour, the wig, the dress, the this, to that, because I'm a trans illusionist. I'm basically a cross-dresser. But you can tell I'm two-spirited. You can tell I have very, like, feminine notes in me. So that was also something for my grandmother, because she was very religious, and she learned to love me no matter what. And then she embraced that. I would tell her, God made me to be exactly who I am. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And she bankrolled it, actually. She's a teacher, and she was a teacher for 40 years, and she invested her retirement. And that's how I got to where I got to in this whole scheme of entertainment. Because when I was out there running around by myself, I couldn't trust nobody. It was really bad out there. It was really hard out there. So I brought that up to say, it's always good when you can look over your shoulder and your sister is not behind you, but right next to you. So you y'all can catch the stuff before it happens. Like, girl, you see this? All right, we going left. Like, we going right. And you can move as one unit. And I noticed that even when you guys are out, you guys move very fluidly. And that's because you're twins. It's a beautiful.
Right.
So tell me, are you two the only children in your family? Like, or do you have sisters and brothers?
So the catchphrase is we're triplets. Like we triplets. So
Oh,
my sister came out first. She was born a naturally born woman. Then Star came out 2 minutes later. Then I came out 2 minutes after that. So it's three of us, and then I got a little brother and like two other sisters and one more older brother. So
wow. So the family's
and
big.
yeah, but my older brother, he's actually gay.
Okay.
So
You
he always
see?
had our back, of course. You
Yeah.
know, and my sister, of course, my sister's always had our back. And when a family, how family do, they like to talk shit, but
But you know what's so crazy? I know that to be true too, because you would have thought I would have had an easy way, because all of my aunts and uncles on my grandmother's side are gay and lesbian, all of them. And you would have thought, oh, okay, here's this baby, we're going to cultivate. No, honey, they hated me because there was a lot of religion in them.
mhm,
And, I'm a shaman myself. So before I ever went to a church, the divine was speaking to me. I was dreaming. I do this work, and I do a lot of transformative work with people that have had trauma, because, I came from it, and I've had 16 years of therapy, but my work is in that as well. So you would have thought they would have embraced me, but they were too much of the shame and the embarrassment age. That was their generation. So I came out, I was like, listen, I'm gonna be who I need to be. And
Right.
yes, like, and it was so crazy because when I went to Paris, like, it was so crazy being 22 at that time. And I had long twists. My hair was long. I was growing it. And I'll never forget that was the first time I heard it. And it was in Paris. The French said to me, you need to be doing the women's shows. Your body is petite and you're tall, and you need to be doing the women's shows. And I wasn't yet ready for that. I'm like, really? Like, I cared about what my family thought. And I did not want to, disappoint them, but they was all the way back in the States. So I ended up leaving. But for the last, I want to say 18 years, I've been building my arsenal. I do everything from singing to acting to writing to journalism to everything. Because an editor of Essence magazine at that time, it was 2005, her name was Yonya Dunn Lee. She told me, you need to use every talent that you have in this business to arise a respected opinion. And I didn't understand her then, but now, like I said, on the eve, my birthday's in September, I understand now because I literally do everything. And that's
Yeah.
literally because you can't, like, nowadays with artists, and because of social media, you can't just be one way. You
Right.
have to be multi-talented. You have to be multifaceted. You have to do a whole bunch of shit. Because if you don't, then they move on. It's like, oh, they lose interest. Like, you got to keep, because this is a business. It's a business.
Right. Right.
So, so you guys said that you were very talented. Tell me some of the talents that you possess.
So it's like, okay, so before we tell you that really quick, so it's just like that was like what us. We was just, Instagram girls who host clubs and stuff. And I'm just like, oh shit. And I did when me and Star started doing funny videos. I was like, oh girl, wait, is we switching over to being a fucking
Comedian?
A comedian? I'm like, what the hell
Right.
going on? Girl, we supposed to be doing this. And then when I realized, I like, no, we can be host clubs and a comedian because that's a lot of content. More people love, funny stuff anyway to make them laugh. They might have a bad day. So
Excuse me, girl. And I think it's just like show like our different personality. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Because like people see us doing different things. They're like, oh shit, like I'm seeing something new instead of the same thing like being an Instagram model, taking pictures and stuff like that. We actually can do something like with one another so they can see how we react. Even us doing lives, and sometimes we get into like petty arguments on live and stuff like that. But that actually show, like the real side of us. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
Because people try to hide, like they try to keep some things personal in, but
Yeah.
when they actually see it like out, they're like, oh shit, like
Yes.
okay,
yeah,
It
excuse me, girl.
humanizes you. It humanizes you with your following. They're like, okay, I'm like this, or they feel like me, or they have days. I was doing TikTok videos before our conversation, and I was saying, there are days. I said, you look at all your favorite, social media influencers, actors, models, fashion singers, and we are human just like the rest of you. We have bad days and we need to be uplifted. And, I was talking about that in the video. So I was like, whenever you see us out and about, support whatever we're doing,
Yeah.
support, because it took a lot for us to get there.
hmm
So
Yeah.
now, like you said, you girls are of age and you're doing it and you're in the thick of your careers. How does your family feel? Because didn't you move from where your family was to Atlanta? How did they feel about you leaving?
Well, to be honest, it was crazy because we was just getting close, like real close with our mom.
Yeah,
So for us to actually leave, like I was just real sad.
yeah,
Like the day that it was time for us to leave, I was so sad. At first our mom wanted us to come back or whatever, but we knew that we wasn't coming back because we came down for our career and to
yeah,
keep things moving and stuff like that. But our family is really supportive.
yeah,
Like they support us 110%. I can call my mom, I can call my dad, I can call my sisters, my immediate family, like some of my cousins and stuff like that. I can call them. Not saying I do, but I can
yes.
call them or something like that. So, but they really supportive. Like they anything that we do, they like, they share. They always asking us, is we okay and stuff like that. So I think that's good.
Yeah.
How was it like to be, because get this, in 2018, I recorded my debut album in Atlanta. It was the first time I'd been to Atlanta. So I remember the pollen got me. I'm an allergy person. So the pollen got me. I'm singing my album with an upper respiratory infection, but you can't tell. I sang it. I'm a professional. But like how was it to be in that city? Because, like now get this, I love Atlanta, but let me say, I'm gonna just say this. I have to say this. Me and my people, it's a love-hate relationship. Like it's sometimes they love me, and then because I have a huge following in Atlanta, but like it's okay, that's what it is. My brain was doing what it was doing. I was thinking, it's when you do too much. The girls are like, okay, well, what can't you do? Because you do this and you do this and you do this, and then envy starts. And I'm
Right.
the last person to want to be envied. I'm just trying to do my job. This is what I do,
Right.
and I really don't live for the envy at all. I don't want to make nobody mad. I don't want to make nobody upset. Like, I'm just trying to get from point A to point B, pay my bills. Like, that's what I'm doing. So, like, how was it coming to that city? Because, we know this for African Americans, Atlanta is the Black Mecca. That's where you
Okay.
go. Like, that is where you go. So, but I didn't go because I was just like, no, I'm not. They don't like me like that. Like, I knew that. So how was it for you guys going there?
So, I mean, for us, when we moved to Atlanta, it was lit. It was real lit, popping out at the clubs. They're like, oh my God, the Wynn twins. And, it was lit. But you could tell, like, a lot of people, they was jealous. And
See,
then a lot of the trans women there, of course, they was mad because we twins and we bad
yeah,
bitches. And we trained to the twins at that. We always stayed on point. We always stayed fly.
yeah,
And so, you could tell, like, a lot of them, a lot of them was jealous and envy. And I mean, we didn't see it. I mean, because we
yeah,
don't care.
yeah,
Like, we just blow it over the shoulder. But we had a lot of support from a lot of the gay males, of course. They
yeah,
loved us. They always gave us compliments. Some trans girls came to us like, "Oh, I know y'all from Instagram. I love y'all." This and third, took pictures with us. But like, it's 75 to 80% love and then 20% hate.
Excuse me,
yeah,
girl. Another thing I feel like too, that was so dope about coming to Atlanta is that Atlanta supported us more than where we come from,
yeah,
which is the weird part. I get it, but like back home in the DMV area, they really don't support one another. It's like they kind of hate on each other. But
yeah.
in Atlanta, everybody knows somebody. Everybody want to network. Everybody want to collab. Everybody want to get money together.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
So
that's okay, because that's my idea. Like, when you come to Atlanta, you come to work. Like,
yeah,
that is one thing I do love about that, because you can make a lot of money real fast in Atlanta.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. It's all about networking.
yeah,
Like people, and then like I like when guys, like straight men,
yeah,
they want to do videos with us. You know what I mean?
yes,
'Cause it's all about networking. It's not like we trying to have sex. We trying to come
right,
on to you. We just want to let's network, let's collab, let the video go viral. You gain, we gain. Boom, that's it. It's not about this, that, and third. They're not. Oh, I can't do this because my reputation. I mean, you probably got you. I know you got something like that, but I don't give a damn about some people.
yeah. I
But
don't give a damn about them. We don't give a damn. Who are they? We don't care. We
right.
don't care.
Okay.
No, but you know what? You're absolutely right. It was so, like, my life was difficult because, like, it was the thing where I was bullied so badly as a child. Like, I was bullied because this is like this voice I had since I was a child.
okay.
And it always, the boys always punched on me and beat on me and stuff like that. So it was very difficult. My grandmother actually moved me to the suburbs to kind of stop that from happening. So then
Right.
when I got to the suburbs, the physicality of it had stopped, but people were still, it was like the emotional abuse was still, with the word, it was still there. Like, I still had to deal with it. But I was cool until I got to college. Cause then when I got to college, it started all over again. And those boys and girls were like from Pittsburgh and Florida. And I just couldn't take it, child. I couldn't take it. I had to leave. I just couldn't take it because I was just like, I'm just trying to, I sang there. I was a gospel choir leader, a dancer, all of that stuff. Like, I did all of that, but it seemed like to be in the thick of things. And I want to put this out here. anyway while I'm speaking is because it's not like I'm not for my people. I love my people, but my people got to be for me too. Like, you don't give me a hard time, like, and then wonder why my friends tend to be this. Because my thing is, I got friends this and this, but I need my friends like this to have my back, like, all the time. Like, don't undercut me and things like that. And it's gotten better. Like, right now in my life, a lot is happening. Like, I'm working more with Hollywood. I'm doing things for them. I'm interviewing people for them. So I tend to, like, guard my energy. I tend to really guard my energy. So I stay by myself. Like, I stay by myself. So I'm always protecting my energy. So that's the thing. But, like, I would love to be able to, go to some of these territories and begin a relationship with these people, because even with what I'm saying, it could be considered a stereotype. Until I actually go and announce myself. And see, that's what you girls did. You girls didn't go down there with your wigs and your bags, and your suitcase and your dresses. No, y'all went and announced yourself immediately, so everyone knew what was coming. Me, I tend to, when I go places, like I said, Transillusionist, the wig is in the bag, dress is in the bag. You see a boy, and I got my basketball cap on backwards, and it's like, no. Because even Stevie said that to me. He was like, I know. He says, I'm gonna fix your problem. He's like, you need to come out as the Queen of Shade. He's like, ain't nobody gonna say shit to you after you come out as the Queen of Shade. And I've yet to do that. I've yet to really pop up that way. I'm kind of an internet girl. I feel it. It's safer. It's safer for me. I tend to enjoy that. But I know that I have to make my presence known, especially now that Hollywood is interested in me, to see, like, okay, well, what territories, what crowds can you draw? So yeah, so that's what's going on in my life. So segue back into you girls. So it's Pride Month also. We're closing Pride Month now. It's the 26th. We've had about 4 more days to Pride Month. Have you girls been actively busy traveling and doing Pride events?
To be honest, we came to Birmingham. We hosted So Cool. In Birmingham. It's a dope restaurant. Oh my God, we had so much fun.
Wow.
Like, when I say we had so much fun, like, I was like, holy shit, I could be here every day. Just the DJ and, like, the drinks, the food was so amazing. Like, I think that was the best part, because I never had bacon that was sweet like that. And then it was on a double egg. So it was so, the food, when I said the food was so good, and then my people that came was like, there's some good fucking food.
Yes.
Like, my friends were like, oh, we got to come back at least once a month. I said, child, you're so greedy. So we did this. We did go out in Atlanta.
Okay.
We went out and just had a great time. Just tiptoed out. And then we had came down here. So cool. We had got booked. And I think it was so dope. Like I said, the restaurant was amazing. The energy, the restaurant owner, Erica, she's so dope and really professional. Made sure we was okay the whole time we was there. The staff kept asking us, "Are y'all okay? Y'all okay? Do y'all need anything?"
Girl, I thought I was Beyonce, girl.
Okay, I was Beyonce. I was like, "Can I get a shot?" I was from my table. "Can I get a shot?" They were like, "What you want?" I was like, "Give me a tequila shot straight."
I told them, make me a drink. I don't care what drink. Just mix me and a crew up something.
Yeah.
Yes. But you know what? That's what I love, because that's how it should be. I mean, that is the job of an entertainer. We lighten the mood wherever we go. And in return, they take care of us. And people don't understand that. That is actually that's the relationship of entertainers. That's exactly how we do it. We go places and they take care of us because we're there to grace them with our gifts and our talents and what we do. So, okay, so here's the question. I don't know. I didn't see it. What'd you girls wear?
It was a sexy outfit. We not gonna we haven't posted.
Okay.
We haven't posted it yet, but of course we took a picture. It's already done. We ready to post it, but we probably ain't gonna. We said we was gonna post it today at 8:00.
Okay.
But I don't know if they're gonna get that picture, because we've been messing Birmingham up.
Right. The outfit was really cute. It was like so dope. Like, the outfit's really cute. It was like a see-through. We had pasties on.
Yes.
It was like a cute skirt. And Shay had her high-waisted leather boots up, and I had like some ankle boots. Yeah. And it was the outfit was really cute. Yeah. Oh my God. It was something new too. See, because when we do outfits and stuff, we try to be different from everyone,
Yes.
show a different side. Everybody got their, side where they like to just be naked and stuff.
Yeah.
So we was like, let's show like more so. I feel like that was like a
Illusion.
something, yeah, something like a schoolgirl with a cute top outfit. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was so dope because everybody was like, okay, y'all look good. That's different. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
See, I
It
love
was so
that.
different.
No, go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it was. I was saying it was different. Like it was a different outfit. I mean, it was lit. The outfit was lit.
You know what I love? I love that not only are you socialites, not only are you social media influencers, not only are you comedians, not only are you hosts, but you're fashionistas as well because people are into your fashion, what you wear. They want it.
Right.
They're like, oh my God, I would have never thought to do. Like, do you see? I named 5 different jobs for you guys, and I didn't even
Right.
get to the rest of them. Like, like you guys, like, you girls are so freaking. And when I say guys, that's
I
just.
know you
No,
mean
no,
it.
I know. That's
I'm
yeah,
like,
I
cause
know.
I'm the first one to correct. I will check a bitch. I will check. Excuse me.
No, 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 no. I know what
I know
you know
guys
what you
like you
mean.
Yeah.
guys like that. Like
Yes, like that. I'm from Philly, so you guys, we say that, but I'm gonna say you girls from now on because I want everybody to understand I'm paying homage. But like, it's so good to see just the love. Like, I love your Instagram pages. I love the articles in the magazines. I love what you're doing. I just found your TikTok, and I'm just
okay.
like, no. And what I love was the one that stood out to me. There was a cute guy. He was standing on a storefront and you girls were walking by minding y'all business. And I was upset. I commented because I was like, well, first of all, he should have never reached out and touched you. I had a problem with that. He could have said, excuse me, but he reached out and touched you. But what did you say to him immediately?
I'm a trans woman.
And
She
it was
was
so,
like,
and then he was like, well, what about her?
Yeah, and I said I'm a trans woman, but you can talk to both of us.
Exactly. It was so comical and so cute. I was like, okay, but oh, I got something to do. I said, oh, because you see this camera. You see this camera. If this camera wasn't here, it wouldn't have been a problem.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, come on. We know how the guys are. But
right.
yeah, they don't want to be filmed. But it's okay. But like I loved how that was like the first thing you said. Like, it was like, okay, no, there is no. Okay, if you don't know us, if you live under a rock and you haven't seen us, this is what it is. And I just love how you both boldly champion for transgender lives. You guys, like, and that's the thing, like, people don't understand with you showing up in the world every day, how you show up, you're an advocate because you're saying my life matters. I had a very successful Hollywood insider on the other day. His name is Garen Jones, and he's since moved out of Hollywood to Texas, and he's doing his thing and earning money and married and happy. But like, he said when I asked him, because I'm going to ask you, so this is a spoiler alert, I'm going to ask you both at the end of this to give me 3 words that inspire you. So what happened was he thought for a second and then he came back with, my life matters. He said, because if you believe that your life matters, life will treat you like you matter. And like you said, so many, listen, we need more from you guys. We need it because there are so many babies, and especially with what they're doing in the Supreme Court and trying to take away rights and just different things.
Right.
Our babies need to see you girls, and they need to see that you can be yourself and unapologetically you and slay and live, and that it's more than okay. They need to know it's more than okay. This is who I am. And you girls really do perpetuate that with everything you do. I like today, I was looking, I'm like, Stevie, oh my God, like these girls are just, and you know what I love? I'm going to ask, what are your birth signs?
We
Cancer.
Cancers.
See, that's why Steve is a Cancer too. So that's why very, very warm, very giving, very loving sign, but don't try you.
Right.
Okay. Miss
Right.
Wendy Williams is a Cancer too, so all right. So yeah. But these claws, these pincers, they work. So I love that. So like, tell me, as far as because you guys were new to me today. I had seen you before. Have you guys done television yet?
Yeah, we did the Robert Irvine show.
I thought so. Okay, okay. Keep going, please.
Yeah, we did the Robert Irvine show. That was definitely dope. And then we just got finished filming this YouTube series. So
Wow. So see, now you gotta add actress. We on six here, babies. We on six here. We on six different hats y'all wear already. Like, and modeling. Wait, we forgot modeling. That's seven. You know, like
okay.
okay, listen, entrepreneurial. I just want to say I'm so proud that I'm a fan. I'll be following, I'll be commenting, I'll be talking. I will, because we need you. We need you. We need you so much. So tell me, what's your favorite? I want each of you to take a turn. What's your favorite thing to do? Because I did read the Sheen article, but you know, I can't be like, well, Sheen said this in my interview. Can't do that.
Right.
So what's your favorite, like when you girls are alone and you girls want to let your hair down, what's each of you, what do you guys like to do to kind of like pass the time? What hobbies do you have?
Well,
You ain't gotta get too personal. You ain't gotta tell them everything.
yeah, I mean, just really, to be honest, me personally, I like to look online. Like, I don't know if I know, but I be looking online sometimes to try to apply for different things, like whether it's television, um, like modeling, act like anything, just to try to get us more out there. Also, I try to look for people with like a lot of followers to see how can less content, you know, long as you got 60K followers and up, I don't mind doing. Even if you got a little less than that, I really don't care. Just like any content will work. Cause you see the guy who we did a TikTok with, his followers ain't nothing but like 1K. So it's just all about, to me, long as the content sound good, I'm with it. So that's what I basically be doing a lot of the times when I'm in my room. I just be like, okay, let's try to do this so we could try to stay busy. Because when you're not busy, you just thinking about other stupid things
Right.
and
Excuse me, girl, and that goes to say like what I do. What I be doing on the side is basically like writing. Like I like to write, like especially things that I be thinking of. It don't have to be pertaining to what me and Shay got going on, but it could be personal with me. Things I be thinking of just to get it out. I don't talk to people about it, but I'll just write like in my journal. If it comes to my mind, I'll just write it down just to get it out. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's so crazy? I'm sitting here and I already told you. Well, I didn't tell you. I hinted at it. I do work. I do shaman work. So shaman, oracle, prophet, seer, healer is kind of my overall. And then I just funnel all my entertainment through it. But what I'm feeling from both of you right now that I love is that you are very powerful women. And
Yeah.
I know that with the energy that I'm feeling from you, even right now, that you girls are going to conquer so much. Like, and you've already done so much. And what I love is that you have the community behind you. But imagine as you move out into the world, like going to Prague and all of those
right.
things. Cause I listen, only thing better than some travel is some international travel.
Okay.
Okay, so like I can just feel, I feel such a and this is the thing, because the LGBTQIAP plus community, we are everybody, we are your spiritual leaders, we are the world's spiritual leaders, we are the guides, and I can feel that from you. You have so much wisdom between you, like, and even when you speak, like I sense and I feel just a knowing. It's like a knowing, like and even when I say that, it's just like, it's very powerful for people. That's why people
Right.
want to be around you, because your presence is
Yeah.
powerful. And
Yes, it
then
does.
like you said, I'm gonna throw this out here, but like you said, you like to write. So hint, hint, a book to young transgender children would be really great to see from you girls. It like something, letters to a young child, yeah, letters to a young transgender child, like things like that, because you guys are advocates. Just in that's what I was saying before. In the life that you are choosing to live, you girls are advocates, because I heard you say it in the Sheen article. You were like, listen, being transgender is not easy.
Yeah, it's not.
Yes,
It's
it
not.
is.
It's not.
It's not. But what I love is you still do it with grace, poise, and balance. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And
Yes.
another thing is too, it's like I just like to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of trans women is losing their life daily, you know. And I'm not gonna say I don't believe that 99.9% of it is to trans women not telling guys. Maybe it could be something that a guy is dealing with. So
Yeah.
I don't believe that. But I know some of it,
Yeah.
is due to trans women not telling guys, they're trans. So that's another thing. I love to be honest with a guy and tell a guy, no, hey, it's this, than versus me getting myself in a shit show.
Yeah.
Because my life is worth more than playing games with a guy or trying to get whatever from a guy. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Excuse me, girl. And also, yeah, I know I had one trans girl. She was like, "Oh yeah, I'm finna go pull up on this dude," but he don't know I'm a trans, and I be chilling with him from time to time. And I said, "Girl, you need to stop doing it."
Yeah.
Like she was like, "No," but I said, "Girl, listen, shut up, stop doing it." And she steady playing games. So I said, "Okay, girl, I don't want nothing to happen to you, but girl, if you end up on the news, girl, that's on you because you want to play with these guys." Like I feel like as us trans women, we give the right to give the guys the green light to say yay or nay if they still want to do it, if they
Yeah.
still want to go with it.
Yeah.
Once again, like Star just said, my life is more than just a fucking guy. It's a million guys out here in the world who
Yes.
would deal with you, even if you feel like you're the ugliest girl or you're the passable, girl, and you just like, oh, I'm so passable, I'm not gonna tell them, and this and the third. You know, you just never know. A guy, sometimes a lot of guys, of course, they don't know. Of course, looking at me and stuff, they don't know. But it might be one day they just might really take their time and stare and be like, hold up, wait,
Yeah.
that's a trend.
Yeah.
And then bang, bang, boogie.
Yeah, and it was so crazy. Excuse me, girl. It was so crazy because last night, when we ended up leaving, where we was at, and we was going to the club, a guy was trying to talk to me, and I ended up giving him my number or whatever. And maybe like I waited till I got back. Even though I'm right here by the house where the
Yeah.
clubs was at.
Yeah.
When I got back in the house, I told him because he was like, "Hey, let's chill," stuff like that. Woo woo. And I told him I was like, "Hey, I'm a trans. Is that okay?"
Yeah.
And he took like maybe I'll say the maximum maybe 5 minutes to respond back and was like, he switched the topic. He was like, "Where you from?" But we ended up chilling. He was like, "One thing I like that you was honest up front. You didn't try to get a nasty picture out of me. You didn't try to get money out of me. You didn't try to do anything. You just told me, hey, this is this."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, guess what? I respect more
Yeah.
than you trying to play games with me. I was
Yeah,
like, yeah.
what's so funny. This is a very sensitive subject, even because I know many beautiful transgender women, and men approach them on the street, and I know what it's like to not want to blurt out to the sky and to the world
Right.
that you're transgender, but it's very difficult. It's like that. When do you let them know? When do you
Right.
know? So like, because even one of my queens who I absolutely love, Hope Giselle, was just on a podcast, and I love what she said because she was in a space where you could tell there was toxic masculinity, and they're asking her questions, and I was afraid for her even being there because I'm just like, but she is so ferocious that she stared that shit down and was like, listen here, I'm a girl, you're a guy, I told you what it is, you like me, let's go. And I like that because she too is one that believes in just tell the guy, tell the guy, tell the guy.
Yeah.
But there
But let's
is,
not play. Pussy.
go ahead, you said, but what?
No, I was saying let's not play pussy and get fucked. Basically, the situation.
Yes. Like, see, I told y'all funny. y'all got it. Y'all comical. No, I said, let's repeat it. She said, let's not play pussy and get fucked. Okay,
Right.
that's what she said. I just want to make sure they heard that because that was beautiful. That was iconic. But it's true though, and my thing is, I love what you guys are saying too, because let's not even spin this like transgender women have to even deceive a man. No,
Right.
not at all. Not at all. And another thing is, because there's so much more publication of transgender lives and documentation of transgender lives, these men know, but you still give them the right. It's like, listen, and I love how you did that. You're like, okay, you can have my number, but we have to have a conversation. And then you waited till you were in a safe space, and it's like, oh, I'm this, is that, and the other, and then it goes from there. But like, I wish I could hear people stop saying it's the girl's fault, because it's not.
Right.
It's really not. I mean, do men walk up to a girl and say, I'm 9 inches?
Right.
No.
And it just be so weird, because I know, of course, a lot of guys, like, I be in like the hot seat sometimes, because I know like a lot of guys when I'm at the club, they walk up to me.
Yes.
And they be like, oh, what's up with you? And it's just like, I don't want to give them all like, too much. So I just leave it as, hey, how are you? Oh, I'm good. You need me to buy you a drink? Oh, no, babe, I got my own drink, X, Y, and Z. Yeah. Or sometimes, I just let them buy me a drink. I really don't care. Yeah. They be like, oh, do you have a number? Sure. Exchange my number. That's it of the conversation. We're not going to go talk about, let's go out to the date. I'm not leading them on to nothing further until I get home to my place and I tell them I'm a trans.
Yes.
And I don't want to tell them. And the reason why I say I don't tell them inside the club, because I go to straight clubs. So I'm not going to tell them inside the club so he could go tell that person. They go tell that person. Now everybody looking at me, and now I'm looking at them like, I don't give a fuck.
See, people don't, and see, I love that you said that, because people don't understand how safety needs to be the number one priority.
Right.
In all women, all of you, it needs to be the number one priority, because it's like, you're right, you don't tell them in a club, because you know what it is, I'm gonna just say this, men act differently when they're around their guys. Yep. Differently when they're out in public, and it's kind of that situation. You do have to, and this is my thing, to make an intimate decision, you do have to get them into an intimate space. But that's why you turn around and they go back to their place, you go back to yours, and you're like, listen, I'm trans. And I mean, how does it go? And I want to ask this question, because it's like, okay, how does it go? Like, okay, because you told the guy last night, do you return to the club the next night, or do you not go back to that club anymore?
No, it's not about me going back to the club. It's more so, we have a conversation, and like last night we just chilled. We had a great conversation. Right. We hung out for maybe about 5 hours top. Right. And then he wanted to come back today, but we had the brunch to do. Yes. Then I kind of got some rest, and then the interview. Yes. So I was like, okay, after the interview we'll hang out. But I mean, as far as me going back, I wouldn't have no problem with going back. If like my friends would be like, hey, let's go back, I would go back. If he was there, I would still play like I don't know him, he don't know me. Unless he was to approach me and say hey to me, then I'll speak back. But other than that, I wouldn't go around the club like, oh yeah, girl, I messed with him. Or
I was worried about him doing it. I was worried about him doing it. Like, that's what I asked for, because get it, my heart, like, I get this. I am not trans, but I have been treated like that all my life. I know what it's like to literally, like I said, I was a model. I'm 5'11", long legs, high cheekbones, pretty voice, pretty waist, teeny waist, like literally. And I know what it's like to be standing there and somebody haul off and punch you in your face for no reason. So my thing is like, and that was before I decided to show the world that I like to wear women's clothing and cross dress and wigs and makeup, and that I feel most comfortable like this. It's so funny because I acknowledge both sides of myself, but this is my rock star. This is my rock star. This is the, okay, let's show out moment. This is her. And as you can tell, you wouldn't be able to tell, because it's fluid. Right. It's fluid, right. But so my thing is, I know how foolish our men can be. And I just want to always make sure. That's why I asked, I want to always make sure you girls are safe, because y'all way too pretty to be having to whoop a man's ass. And I mean that, because every one of us ain't gonna die, okay?
Okay.
But some of us is going to jail for manslaughter. Like doing what we had to do. So like, it's just, I just worry about that. Like I watch like one of I'm a huge T.S. Madison supporter, and Madison travels a lot, and I'm always watching, and I stay there because I'm always watching like who she got around her, protection, like, and she, she keep her friend right here. So her pistol is her.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, and I just it just makes me nervous because it's just like there's always somebody that think they know your tea. It's always somebody,
Right.
that think they know your tea, and then the next thing you know, you in a situation and all you was trying to do was do your job. That's all you
See,
were trying to
I had this older trans woman
do.
back in DC when I was working as a SPO, a special police officer.
Yes.
Um, we connected so well. She was older. She was 65 years old, and
Right.
she looked so good for her age.
Yeah.
And we was having a conversation, and I was like, what if a guy, if you walk in, the guy be like, that's a trans, or that's a trans, that's a tranny, or that's a man.
Yeah.
And she was like, you want to know what I'm gonna do? And I was like, what? She was like, I'm gonna keep walking. Because if
Yes.
I'm a woman and I identify myself as a woman and stuff, what am I gonna turn around and entertain the foolishness for? Because that's just gonna give them the green light, like
Yeah.
that's what they is. They don't know what I am. They assuming they don't know what's in between my legs or
Right.
anything. It's because I can look like something, but that don't mean that's what I am. So
Right.
if you entertain it, then that's giving them a green light. But if you keep walking, it's like they're talking to themselves and they're gonna look foolish. So
Right.
I took that note or whatever, even though I haven't got it in years and years I haven't got it.
Yeah.
But that's I tell some of my, trans, people who I talk to and stuff like that. Like if that situation ever happens, just keep walking because some guys are ignorant and they don't know for sure what you are. They just assuming. You can assume
Right.
all you want. But they
Yeah.
don't know for sure because they don't know what's in between your legs. You could
Yeah.
be flat chested. They still don't know.
They still
You know
don't
what I'm
know.
saying?
They still don't know.
Unless they see what's in between your legs, and then that's a different story.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy too because I don't go a lot of places even doing this because the internet sees me all done up. The internet sees me when I'm flamed on, when I'm on fire. And then even like it was crazy because even when I would like go places, I have a nephew, he's 21 and he's so protective. He's so protective. Him and his girlfriend both are, but he's really protective of me and he won't let me go anywhere by myself because it's like even when I'm out of this because of the viral sensation bit, they'll turn around and I could be walking down the street in a baseball cap and they still know it's me. And then I get and like you said, I'm gonna keep walking. And my thing is, if I have to run, I'm gonna run because my
Mhm.
life, what I
Right.
what I do for the rest of the world matters more to me than trying to prove something to you because you're
Mhm.
on something. And a lot of guys that I found all my life, guys that were attracted to me always tried to fight me. They always tried to fight me. It was always that way with me. So I had to recognize and learned how to recognize that toxicity for what it was. And I don't go anywhere that like, that's the thing. People ask me, well, are you going to host in clubs? Are you going to do? And I'm just like, I don't like to be in dark places. I'm like, nah, like I'll do brunches. I'll like, like it's like
Okay.
I need well lit places where everybody's name is. I need to know everybody that came up in here. Everybody has had to have been searched. Okay, I need that because I'm not gonna lie, like even doing this, I love what I do. I'm so confident in what I do, but like even Stevie boy, he talks to me because he's like, you gotta take the next step. The next step for me is to come out and I'm scared because Black men have never treated me with respect. It has
Right.
never been that for me. It has never been that. It has always been a punk show. Like I was doing some videos on TikTok the other day, and I talked about how I went to my cousin's barbershop. Now, this is my cousin's barbershop. My cousin is like 43, and I'm 39. I'll be 40 in September. I was like maybe 35. I go to his barbershop. Now there were guys in the barbershop from my gym because I worked out and this is nothing. This is after COVID, but I'm usually really ripped. The chest is striated because I believe in being able to take care of myself if I have to.
Right.
So, and I mean, fighting wise, if I have to. So the guy comes in from the gym and he has his 5-year-old son with him. And he like says hello to my cousin and then sees me and just kind of does like the eye, you know how they do the eye thing. His 5-year-old son attacks me. I'm sitting in the seat. He let his 5-year-old son run up to me. My grandmother's sitting next to me. and this little boy is punching me in my head and my face, and he caught me by surprise. Because I mean, it doesn't hurt. It's the
Right.
embarrassment. It's the embarrassment. So everybody's like, yo, 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 what is going on here? So I pushed the little boy away. Father sees it happen, doesn't say anything. So I did what I always do. I educate. So I called the little boy to me. I'm like, baby, why are you doing this? And
Right.
the little boy was like, I don't like your voice. My dad says you shouldn't sound like that. It's different. Da, 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 da. So I had to, his dad wasn't being a father. I had to do it. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, baby, can you change your voice? He was like, no. I'm like, I can't change my voice. This is my voice. I'm much older than you. I've had it longer than you. And he was like, you're right. And I had to explain to him that there are certain attributes about us that we can't change. Now that, and I'm gonna put that on pause for a second. My voice is one of the most recognizable voices in the world. When I speak and when I sing, they know it's me. So something that I used to hate has brought me so much notoriety. People will take and play a video and not even look at what I'm wearing. They will listen. And
Right.
that's the thing. So I'm talking to him, and then the little boy, before I get up to leave with my grandmother, because she was getting her hair done, cut, the little boy runs over to me and says, I'm sorry, I actually really like your voice. And I'm just
Oh,
like, exactly. But it was the embarrassment of the man thinking that that was okay,
right.
you know? So I guess I'm being a mama and a daddy right now. Just like, listen, y'all always watch yourselves, because,
Right.
and then your socialites, your social media influencers, your actresses, your comedians, your fashionistas, like there's so much going on. Just always make sure, listen, y'all got men that know what they there for. And like you said, you worked for a special police unit. It's like, listen, make sure you can always see your way out. Like I'm that way. When I go into places, I'm like, where are the exits? Like I'll
I
ask.
always do that. I always do that.
Okay, okay. I thought it was just me.
I'll be like, okay, as soon as I walk in, okay, this one exit, and I start looking to the back, and I'll be like, let me see if I can get out, because I'm a really claustrophobic person. Like I don't even get up, I don't even catch elevators.
Yeah.
Like this loft we in, you gotta go up to the second floor. I literally walk the steps, and my manager be like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm not. I don't like to be stuck in places,
Yeah.
and when it's too crowded, I have to make sure my exit points.
Yes.
Also, one thing about me, I'm really big on, if I'm in the back, say for instance, if I'm in the back and the exit point all the way up there, and it start getting crowded,
Yeah.
I start making my way up so I can see the exit point, because some shit pop off and some shit
Yes.
happen, and I'm out the door.
Yes.
I'm not in
Yes.
the back of everybody yet.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm me too. I'm not the bitch that runs to it. I'm the bitch that runs from it. I'm like, nope, I don't
Okay.
need to see. I don't want to see who it was. I don't want to see nothing.
Okay.
Out here with my life. One time
Yeah.
I had a guy I was talking to, and he was like, there was two guys fighting outside a club, and I'm walking with him, and I'm like, and we're black, so our mamas taught us, boy, you better come on. Like he's going back. And I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. He goes, he's like, no, they just fight. I'm like, because you know what comes next. And sure enough, pop, pop, pop. You heard it. You heard it. Now he want to duck and dodge. And I'm looking at him like, oh, why you want to duck and dodge now?
Right.
Like, I told your ass to bring your ass on before. Like, this is what happens. So safety is just something that I'm big on. Like, that's my thing. Like, I'm really big on safety, because, what we do is it's important, but it is so revolutionary. Yeah. It's revolutionary. And like I said, like, because even when Stevie said, he was like, you gotta talk to the Wynn twins. He was like, yeah, they're both transgender. And he was like, I'm not gonna tell you nothing else, because I want them to tell you their story. I want them. He's like, I don't want to say nothing else, because I don't want to take away from an interview. And then I told him, and I get this, it was so funny, because I had my schedule, right? I don't interview on Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. So I'm looking at the schedule, and I'm like, I'm talking to you guys, and I'm like, well, I was getting ready to say, well, I have June the 12th open, and I mean, July the 12th. I have July the 12th open. That's my first available date, right? She was like, girlfriend was like, oh, we can do it today at 5:30. I was like, well, yeah. But Stevie's was that way too. When Stevie came into my life, it was the same day situation too. So I was like, and my grandma was like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm getting dressed. She was like, did you know I interviewed today? I said, I do too, for the Wynn twins. Yes, I do. I interviewed today. Right. So
I try to stay busy. When I was telling y'all, I try to stay busy. So I knew we had the brunch. We had to be there at like 1:00, 1:30. So I
Yes.
was like, okay, we could do the interview at 5:30 because that way we'll be back home.
Yep.
I got like 30 minutes of sleep. Then I
Right.
had woke up and then you was text like you. I was like, holy shit. So then I flat out of my head like, please give me 5 minutes running in the bathroom. I was like, ciao.
But you know what I love? I love how professional you guys are. It was no problem. I was sitting here doing my videos. So you were like,
Right.
I'm so sorry we're late. But you were literally like, you said, I'm so sorry we're late, literally 2 minutes before the time. And I was like, it's okay. Like, it's fine. Like, my thing is, you showed up,
Right.
because my thing, and this is what I want people to understand. You girls are busy. You're traveling all the time. You're hosting all the time. Then there's your own social media following. Then there's the TikTok. Like you girls are so busy. So I was like, child, please, I'll wait on you. And y'all came and it's been amazing. And I told you it's gonna be amazing. I was like, this is gonna be amazing because there ain't no problems here. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna get this done and we're gonna move on with our lives. So just tell me now, this is the thing. So with you girls being so career oriented right now, I don't ask personal questions, but I'm curious. Are you girls more of the are you romantics, basically? Are you kind of like, would you consider yourselves hopeless romantics? You like flowers and candy? Or are you kind of like Beyonce and Jay-Z? This is Bonnie and Clyde. Like how do you, because you already said y'all bad bitches. Y'all said that.
Yep.
And it's
Okay.
true. I saw y'all bad bitches. So how do y'all, like, how is romance for you girls?
So I like date. I really like bars. Like, let's go to a bar. Let's go have a drink and talk and stuff like that. Listen to the music, vibe out.
Yeah.
Now with the flowers and stuff, okay, I take flowers, but I don't really care for the flowers. But no, I'm also the type to like, you know, like say let's go like massages and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like I'm into like that type of stuff, bars, massages. I don't really care for the movies either. Not as
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah. I don't like
Just
dark.
hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's just like I don't care about them flowers because them flowers will be dead within 3 days. You can put it in water and things still will be dead. I don't care how real everybody say they are, they still want them. So I don't really care for flowers, but it's okay. It's cute every once in a while to come bring flowers. But me too. I love the bars. Like let's go out to like a hookah lounge or like a
Yeah.
bar,
Yeah.
and that's fine with me. That makes me happy.
Yeah, see, I like that too because unbeknownst to my public, I'm not really difficult to please. I'm not. But my thing is, I'm kind of like, it's kind of funny because I'm over here in Philadelphia, but people always say to me, "Are you in LA?" Because I'm a day party boy. I'm like, a day party. I need to see you. Like, I need to look at you. Like, that's my thing. I need to look at you so I can tell the police. Yeah. I didn't even tell the police. Like,
Right.
it's just for so long. Like, that's what it is. Like, I found my way into doing this. And, I've always had journalism skills of, college, but it's just like, I just need it. My safety is just number one for me. It's just number
Right.
one for me. It's so important to me because as the rainbow, the pride community, we get assholes. And most of the time, it's not the straights, it's the assholes that don't want to admit that they're into what we have to offer that do the most. Like, it's like, okay, the straight guys don't even know. It'd be the one guy. That try to talk to you on Jacked or Grinder. This is for me. And then you don't say anything to him. You don't message him back, and you walking down the street, you're like, oh, that's that bitch right there. She wear dresses. And I'm just like, oh God, now I gotta kill all of y'all.
Right.
Like, now I gotta kill all of y'all. I gotta take y'all out. None of y'all can be left standing. No, it's so crazy. So tell me, what do you have next? Like, what's your next hosting gig? Where will you girls be next?
Right now I don't know,
Yeah.
but I would love to, of course, be in Paris.
Oh.
I want to
Paris
go
be
to
so
Paris.
No, I would love to go to. I would love to be in Dubai.
I really
But
Mhm.
the only thing I just don't like is the flight. It's too long and transferring to a different plane. That's too much for me. But I will
Yeah.
still do Dubai. I really want to do New York. Oh my
Oh, I
God.
gotta go to New York.
I
You
want
go
to
to
go.
New York
Yeah,
and
New
then
York.
I really want to go to New York too. I'm gonna probably visit really soon because I
You know
really
what's so
want to.
crazy? You girls would do so great in New York. You
Yeah,
girls
I
would
want
do
to go to New
so
York.
great. Like, seriously, have your managers set that up and finesse that with a club and You like, yeah,
Well,
literally.
well, to be honest, so like far as like clubs and stuff like that, that's something that's great and all. But I don't want people just to be like, oh, they just want to host clubs stuff like that. I want them to actually like see our talent and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Because like New York Fashion Week, like modeling clothes and
Yeah.
stuff like
Now you're
that.
talking.
So, yeah, so the club hostess is great and it's amazing. But however, the real money like New York Fashion Week and shit like that, big things that's gonna be able to get you, getting in magazines and so blogs can talk about like, oh,
Yeah.
if you hosting a club, blogs ain't gonna talk about you hosting a club,
Yeah.
child. But as
You
far
know
as
what
like
you
you at
do?
New York Fashion Week or doing
You
something
you know
dope
what you
like that.
do? You know what you do? You get in with a designer. You find a designer who you like their clothing, and you reach out to them and you let them know you're interested in collaborating. And then what that'll do is, if it's a prominent designer, like say in New York there's the blondes do everybody. So like, and I love them, Philip Blonde, I forget his husband's name, but like their work is just, it's like when you see it, you know it's the blondes. But like you do people like that, and once you, that's how you get your foot in the door, especially for fashion, is you turn around, because you girls already have a name. So because you have a name and a following, they'll collaborate with you. It's the same thing, you reach out to them the same way. Now Paris, it's kind of funny that you mentioned Paris, because I'm planning to take my entire career back to France. Like I ain't even US is like, I'm going over to Europe. Like, yeah, it's where I belong. It's where I belong. I loved it. I left my heart there. It just was an amazing thing for me. And they didn't really care too much about what was between my legs or whether I was wearing a dress,
Right.
anything like that. It was, you were talented. And this was before they even knew I could sing. This was way before then. They were like, oh, you could come here and do this. And they have TV presenters. One of my friends is a famous TV presenter in Paris. And then he went from that, and he's very androgynous too. He wears dresses and designs and does fashion. And he went from TV presenting to movies. He's in movies and plays and things like that. So, what I love there too is that it's more of an opportunity for us. And it's for us when we're American, because we do have brothers and sisters that are there, but they come, from Africa and things like that. And I saw different treatment, and I didn't know, I didn't agree with it. But when I spoke English, it was like, oh, an American. Oh, like it was like an immediate cater to. And I was just like, and I would try to bring my friends in, like, because please, when I got there, I snuck into every show in Fashion Week. I was sneaking into everything. Like, that's how I got in. And people started to see me in there, and then I started to get invitations, and I met, like I said, the editor of Essence magazine was like, you should be a freelance fashion journalist, you got to know all of these things and you got an opinion. So there's a lot of things you girls can do to get, especially into the fashion community. You love to write. Journalism, when you take in, let's say you see a show, you start going, y'all better get up with Stevie and stop playing and let him let him get you in. Because I'm like, Stevie's a fashionista, like a fashionista. It's like, hello, y'all got him at y'all disposal. This boy does fashion shows, Paris, Prague, the moon. Like, y'all better say, Stevie, I need to walk for you. Like, hello. Like, and then that's how it does. And then you blog about it and talk about the experience, and then take the documentary footage. And that's how you do it. Like, for people, that's how they don't know what they talk about. I'm giving you the exact blueprint of what you do, because it's like, that's how you know a person's come from that. Like, that's what you do.
Right.
Stevie,
Yep.
he's our friend. So you talk to him like, Stevie, we need to get in your show, and we need to bring our own camera crew so we can film this. And that's how you do it. You go from there, and it will, please, it will go from there. It will be so amazing. So amazing. So, okay. Now, I didn't ask twin questions. I got to ask a couple of twin questions. Okay. Each of you, tell me what's your favorite color.
My favorite color is purple.
Mine is blue, but I don't. Blue is just because I like to eat the blue candy, but
Yeah.
I don't really have a favorite color to be honest. I don't.
I love purple. I got my purple color from Barney.
Yeah.
I used to love Barney as a kid.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, purple is my favorite color.
Yeah. It's a color of royalty too. It's a color of majesty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite foods?
Pizza.
Pizza.
I love pizza.
Yep, pizza.
Oh my God, do you know I can't even, I love pizza. But the thing is, I love cheese. And
I love
We
cheese
love
too.
cheese. We love
I
cheese.
love
I have
cheese
to have
get,
too.
cheese.
get this, I'm getting older, so I can't eat as much cheese as I used to. My doctor is on me about cholesterol, so I have to
Yeah.
watch it. But cheese is, I love cheese. Okay, what's your favorite? Oh, here we go. Who's your favorite? Okay, thinking right now, you can think of anybody. Who's your favorite music artist?
So right now, I love Saucy Santana.
Yes,
Like,
Sauce
oh my God, I
Santana.
love Santana.
yes.
Um,
Nicki Minaj,
Nicki
Cardi
Minaj,
B, City
Mulatto,
Girls,
City
Mulatto.
Girls,
They're my
period.
girls. The girl that sing Ain't Got Time for No Fuck Cheating.
Uh, I love Asia Monet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Asia Monet.
Asia Nay, who we did the song with, she
Yeah.
did her song was the
Slut Walk.
slut walk
Yep.
song.
Yeah.
It was lit. I'm
Who
gonna
else?
pop it on the bed, pop it.
Shit on camera. Okay. Who else? Oh, I love Megan. I
Yeah.
love Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Um, I listen to some guy songs too. So I love the baby. I love Future. I love Migos.
Yeah.
Um, who else? I love 42 Doug, NLE Chopper. Who else? There's a couple of people
Yes,
on
a
my phone be
lot.
listening
Yeah.
to. Yes, a lot of people on my phone be listening to.
I love that. I love that. And you know what's so funny? I saw it was so funny that you said Saucy first because I was on your social media and I saw Saucy respond to you guys. He was like on your page, like, yes, girls, because you were listening to his booty song. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
we
was
did
like,
do
yeah,
that.
I loved it. You walked out there in the street and did your little thing. And yeah, and
Yeah.
I saw that he was like, yes, girls. So yeah, I love it. And I
it's
see
so
that a
crazy.
lot of love.
Yeah, what's so crazy is one day, this was late at night, and I looked on my phone, and then someone was like, "Get on Instagram," and I got on Instagram, and I had seen that Source Santana had followed us back.
Yeah.
I was in bed. I immediately jumped out the bed, ran over. She was like, "Source Santana followed us back! Oh my gosh, Santana followed us back!" So I immediately reposted it. And it was just like, oh my God, like that's love. And Sauce
It
Santana, he
was.
liked a couple of our pictures and stuff like that. And when I say we love Santana, because just the support he put on for the community.
Yeah.
I don't like that some people, say he's a gay rapper. I feel like by saying by trying to identify him by his sexuality, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Just by saying, he's a rapper that makes
Yes.
music,
Yes.
but he's an LGBTQ rapper. I think that's more,
Correct.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
that's more professional to say than to
Yes.
say he's a
Yes.
gay rapper. But however, he put on for the community. I love him, and we're gonna
Yeah.
stand beside him regardless. I
Yes.
don't see no wrong in his. I don't see no wrong.
Yeah.
Man, you do.
I know what you're talking about too. Yeah, I didn't see any wrong either.
Okay.
I, I didn't see any wrong either. I literally, I was like, what's the problem? What is it?
Right.
Maybe I missed it, but I don't see it. So,
Right.
okay, here we go. Here we go. Now, give me 3 words each that motivate, inspire you, empower you to be your best selves. Because I already know bad bitch, but you can't say that.
No, no, no. Respect,
Huh?
respect,
Yeah.
honesty, loyalty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two or 3.
Yep. I will have to go with confidence. Confidence is definitely the key. Um, I will have to steal one of hers and say respect.
Yes.
You have to be respectful.
Yes.
My third one would just say I'll say talented.
Yes. Yes. I really have enjoyed speaking with you girls, and I see a lot of good coming for you girls. I do. And like you said, because you girls are respectful, because you girls are talented, because you girls are loyal, because you girls, your brand is we're going to be us and we're going to be good girls. Even though we bad bitches, we're good girls. We're professional.
Right.
We're professional. We're above board. We handle our business. You see, like you're not falling out of clubs like that. That's really a good thing. And that is going to take you so far. Your brand is already doing so well. And so many people know who you are. And now I do. Now I do. Because, I'm old. I'm 40. I'm old. So I told him like the Wynn twins. I'm like, I've seen them before, but no, he was like, and I was like, Wait, he like, thank me later. And then he was like, I'm going to the beach, I'm going to the movies, I'm going to dinner, let me know how it went. And I was like, okay. But yeah, I truly have enjoyed getting to know you girls.
Yeah, we enjoyed it. I really love Stevie.
Yeah.
I really do love
Yes.
him. I'm okay. So, someone had gave us Bruce had gave us his glasses.
Yeah.
It was like taking pictures in Stevie glasses,
Yes.
and I was like, Stevie by Shades, and he was like, yeah. I was like, okay, these fucking glasses real cute. So we did our little photo shoot, little cute picture in his glasses. We reposted. He was like, oh my god, thank y'all so much for wearing the glasses. I was like, oh, you're welcome. But he said nothing but so dope. Like
Yeah.
I love him as a person.
Yeah.
He's really supportive. Like our pictures, comment. He's just sweet.
Yeah.
We haven't like personally, of course, like talked over the phone or anything, but we always communicated to DMs and but I still just love that too.
Yeah. Yeah. No, well, that's going to change because you need to talk to him over the phone. I was actually on FaceTime when he sent me your information with him. And no, because he's your into fashion. You have it.
Yeah, right.
I love how the divine does that. Puts it in your sphere. It's already,
Yeah, right.
everything you need is already within your sphere of
Yes.
influence.
Right.
Stevie's your way in. He's your way in. He does huge fashion events here, Paris, everywhere, and
Yeah.
he's your way in. So you just make sure you get back to him and be like, we got to talk on the phone. And
Right.
I love him because he will oblige. He'll call you.
Right.
So, okay. Tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
Okay, so you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Wynn Twins Official. Yes, all of it's the same. Wynn Twins Official. WYNN TWINSOFFICIAL. Wynn Twins Official.
All right, don't go away. Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard the vocal stylings of the Wynn Twins. And I'm just going to say this, the fabulous Wynn Twins. Say goodbye, but don't go away.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See y'all next time. Period.
So did you enjoy? I hope you did. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and don't forget to cash at me at the Queen of Shade. I am your favorite content creator, right? Right. You want to see more of this content, right? Right. Cash at me. I love you. Mwah.
I've got my black stilettos